But the more important thing that I wanted to show you guys is this expected conditions class that Selenium gives us to clean this mess up here. So the expected conditions class is really handy because it gives us many conditions that we can check to see if an element exists. Here, take a look. We can actually, that's so messy. Let me show you guys here. You can do expected conditions dot, and you can see all of the expected conditions. You can check to see that an element is visible. You can check to see that an alert is present, the alert state, element exists, element selection state to be a certain selection state. You can check the invisibility of element located. There are many conditions that you can check to make sure that your element is actually there. So for our situation, it's nice to see that the element is visible. Element is visible, and then we just pass in the element ID, right? If we had some kind of a JavaScript alert, we could have checked that an alert is present or something like that. But in this case, element is visible will suffice. And again, we're using the wait until class, which is going to return us either null or false, or it will throw an exception if the element doesn't exist, or it might throw another random exception that is not in the list of ignored exception types for our WebDriver wait class. So you guys actually already seen this run 2 times using this, and it works exactly like this, except now it's much simpler and easier to use because you can just have a single line statement that checks for your element and then returns that element, and then you can utilize that element for your needs. Now, I do have one other trick in my sleeve that I want to show you guys, and that's how to clean this up a little bit. So if you don't want to keep using this expected conditions class, what you can do is actually import it statically. And so what that's going to allow you to do is to just define your calling statements like this, right? So rather than doing expected conditions dot, you can just do element is visible. Or, you can come over here and do alert is present. Or you can do, I don't know, element exists. Like that. So it's just a little bit cleaner. Again, depending on your preference, but it's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit shorter of a statement. And if you want to use this kind of notation, you can.